Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be pretty much going over all kinds of retro audio equipment and just showing how it's still usable in 2025. I'm going to be talking about old stereos, I'm going to be talking about using iPods, cassette players, CDs, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first I'm going to start with iPods, and I kind of have a hoarding problem when it comes to iPods. I just think they look cool. I love all the different designs and stuff, but pretty much the iPod's probably one of the best options if you just want to separate music from your phone. You can just drag and drop MP3 files from your computer to your iPod, and it's on there. And there's also a bunch of customization if you get certain models. You can see I have this 6th gen with a front plate from a 5th gen, and I have a custom gold back on it, and I also have a special software called Rockbox, where you pretty much just get a lot more like customization and a lot more. You can like customize your listening experience. You can like specifically change the bass and treble and all that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in Rockbox, the software is only downloadable on iPod Classic models, iPod Mini models, and the iPod Nano 1st and 2nd gens, which are the black and pink models that I have here. And a lot of you probably have one of the iPods that I have laying here in a drawer. But if you don't, they are worth a lot more money than they used to be, but they still aren't super expensive. Like if you just want something simple, just try to find a Nano that has a good battery, or even better, a replaced battery. And it might be a good deal. It depends, but I would definitely not recommend. I honestly just wouldn't recommend getting a Nano in general because they have battery problems and they're pretty hard to open. And you also, if you do get it open, you have to know how to solder and change the battery. Now, in the classics, they're a lot more easy to open and they're a lot more repairable and they're just more user friendly, pretty much. So, if you really depends on what you want. If you want the monochrome screen, get a 4th gen. But if you want a color screen and a lot of customability, get a 5th gen. I would stay away from the really all the other iPod Classic models because the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gens, the one I have right here is a 3rd gen. It has, they all just, you have to have FireWire, which is a special charger to charge them. And then the 6th and 7th gens, they have a metal front, so they're pretty much impossible to open. The minis, which is this blue one, are a little bit harder to open, but they aren't too bad. And they also do have the flash bonding capabilities, which if you don't know what flash bonding is, pretty much you can just replace the SD card with a hard drive, or replace the hard drive with an SD card using an adapter. But let's go ahead and move on to other forms of music. So let's say you just don't want to own anything Apple, or you just don't like iPods for whatever reason. You can also go with CDs. CDs are a great option. They have pretty good listening quality. They aren't like perfect or anything, obviously, but they sound pretty good. CD players, I don't really have any like CD player recommendations. Just I would recommend really anything that's like a Sony Walkman brand or like any other name brand, pretty much that you can think of. You know, I don't know who all made CD players. I'm sure Sony probably did. That's about all I can think of right now, honestly. But yeah, just try to find a good CD player if you really want to listen to CDs. Or you could even, if you want to use it through like a home audio system that's like connected to your TV, you can use like a gaming console as a CD player. A lot of them play CDs. So if you have pretty much any model of Xbox or PlayStation, you should be able to play them just fine. I don't know if older Nintendo consoles like Wii and Wii U does. I don't think they do, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you know. Now, cassette players or cassette tapes in general, they don't have that good a quality, and they're kind of outdated just because it's kind of difficult to use them. You have to like, you know, if you want to like rewind, you have to wait for the tape to rewind and stuff like that. A lot of people don't want to do that stuff these days. They are more like tactile feeling, kind of. It's fine. I don't really have that many cassettes that I'd like, so I haven't really listened to that many. I need to get some more cassettes, but now let's go ahead and talk about stereos. So this is a Sears LXI stereo. I got this with both the speakers for under $30 from shopgoodwill.com. It's not sponsored or anything. That's just where I got it. And it's all right. I'm pretty sure this system is from around 1982, 83, 84, something like that. And it's pretty good. It sounds fine. I would like to eventually get some nicer, more high quality speakers, but I did fairly recently purchase a couple subwoofers. And this is also a great tip for any of you that are looking to improve your sound system or anything. Like if you have a stereo and you're wanting to improve the sound of it, I would recommend trying to find some old speakers from like a home audio system. My speakers are actually, both of them are from one of them. I think one of them's a Sony and one of them's a Samsung. Pretty much both of them. That they came in this like set kind of thing where it was pretty much you could buy a set that had a subwoofer and like a sound bar for your TV, and it was supposed to be like a little mini like home audio system kind of thing for like a TV and stuff like that. And but both the ones that I got were Bluetooth, and I thought they were pretty much just going to be junk. But so pretty much I just cut the wires that go from the speaker, and then I cut the power cord off because I googled it and apparently power cord works fine for speaker wires. So I just cut the power cord off, put some electrical tape over it, and then wired the speaker wires up to the power wires that were off of the subs, and then put electrical tape over them, and then put strip the other ends of the power wire, and then just pretty much just connected them to the stereo, and both of them seem to work perfectly fine. And if you're interested in a more in-depth review of how I got those subs to work, I have a video coming out next week on this channel, so subscribe, turn on notifications, all that stuff, so you don't miss that video, because I go very in-depth about how I just set them up pretty much, and how they work, how I like open them and connecting them and all that stuff. So yeah. And it also has this port at the back, which I bought a little thing that pretty much just has a headphone jack at the end of it, and I can plug in an iPod to it and it works fine. I would like to eventually get one of those OEM Apple docks for an iPod, but I just haven't found one for cheap yet. So yeah, I guess that's basically it for this video. So hope y'all enjoyed. Even if you please smash that like button, and if you're new, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.